Vintage Amler as Surrey rack up 445. It's been virtually the perfect season for Surrey, now the only unbeaten side across both divisions of the LV County Championship, but they're being hotly pursued by Hampshire, who are just 3 points behind in second place. And the hosts wouldn't take the visit of Kent lightly. They were finally off the mark with their first win last time out. After winning the toss, Kent chose to bowl first, but Surrey got off to a lightning start. Patel and Burns rattling along at quite some rate. Barely an over went by without a boundary, and after just 9 overs in the middle, the hosts already had 50 on the board. It was a confident and destructive opening partnership. Patel already starting to think about 50 after facing just 34 balls, but the 35th was his downfall. He fed a catch to Robinson behind the stumps, in for Sam Billings, who himself had replaced Surrey's Ben Folkes at Headingley after the England keeper had tested positive for COVID. As the old adage goes, one brought two. Burns caught down the leg side, Robinson horizontal, leaping to his right to take the catch off Petman's bowling. But Surrey's depth is something to behold. Amler now joined by Geddes, attractive shots on show early in the innings from the 20-year-old. He took his side to 100 runs off less than 20 overs. The shot more agricultural this time, but just as effective. In terms of the match situation, this 3 from Amler was fairly innocuous, but it was a significant moment for the veteran South African. It moved him beyond 19,000 first-class runs, another wonderful achievement in a majestic career. The pair were worth 50 before the break, Amler lifting a Duffy no ball to the ropes, over the slips to get them there off 86 balls, and into the break at 137 for 2. There was plenty more to enjoy for those of a Surrey disposition, the score up to 150 soon after the break, and fortune smiled on Amler. A little nick dropped short of the slips and ran away for 4, up to his 50 off 71 balls. This was the Amler and Geddes show, a partnership separated by 19 years but little else. Obstinate, attacking, determined and destructive. Little Kent sent down their way troubled them, and soon they'd added 100 together. The 200 was up soon enough. Duffy whipped through the offside by the number 3. And then Geddes joined his partner on 50, up to the mark of 113 deliveries when Singh missed his length and the number 4 punished him with a 9th of his innings. Another then took the value of the partnership to 150, Lind wandering back to his mark, scratching his head. Geddes had the best seat in the house to watch one of the modern greats at his best. The shot that took Amler to his 100 was typically full of touch and timing, the celebration characteristically understated. He'd reached his 56th first-class century off 125 balls, and underlined his achievements with a trademark flick through square leg, 250 on the board now for Surrey. By the time they wandered off for tea, Kent had gone the entire session wicketless. Surrey were in cruise control, the score now 267 for 2. Maximum batting points looked inevitable. Bell Drummond was having to do a lot of the bowling with Kent's attack depleted, but he'd relish his wicket. Amler, the man to go, outcaught by Cox for a wonderful 124. Smith, like the batters before him, arrived at the crease looking in great touch. A back foot punch back past Bell Drummond took Surrey to 300. Geddes hit out, Denley turning his arm over and sent crashing into the offside rope. And Geddes was up to 100 on his Kia Oval debut. The day was just getting better and better for the hosts. Kent were under the pump, Singh Geddes' favourite, 350 up as he was smashed for 6 more. Smith wanted a bit of that. Denley heaved over cover for a maximum, a brutal innings. He was soon up to 50 off a speedy 48 balls. Surrey now closing in on 400. The pair was worth 100 when Smith chipped one over the leg side. Surrey now just 15 away from more batting bonus points. Geddes wouldn't be the man to get them there, outcaught by a diving Cox at second slip for 124, a knock he won't fast forget. Curran was quick into his work. 3 consecutive boundaries took Surrey to 400 off 90 overs. Still in T20 mode and crunching everything to the ropes, he raced to 50 off 26 balls. Had a 5th wicket before the end of the day. Smith bowled for 55 by Petman and time called with the fall of the wicket. It had been another chastening day for the visitors and another dominant one for Surrey, whose smiles would have been broader as news filtered through of Hampshire's struggles in Chelmsford. The hosts will hope this will be their only innings of the match, but Kent showed last time out that they have a gritty core, and despite the soaring total, you can't count them out yet.